Cape Town Sevens. Not yet won a single tie, and we know the last match that we've played, we have been whooped by Argentina 31 to 34. And actually, what you just saw, the first half was not that beautiful, but the other results, it never started that well. Against England, 29-12. Against Fiji, 38-7. Against France again, we went down 19-12. It tells you that this kind of mixed results. What's your general assessment? Maybe people will argue England is a huge nation. Fiji is a side that started this tournament with a 15-0 thrashing at the expense of France. At the same time, France is a team that sometimes we blow hot and cold. The moments they beat us, the moments we win against them.
There's no team here that is too big for Kenya. Kenya can beat any side in their strongest season, because again, we've beat Fiji before, we've beat England before. France isn't really that strong against Kenya. But the main issue with the boys, it being an inexperienced side, we've been facing some main challenges. For example, ball possession. We've not really been possessing the ball well. We're losing the ball easily, and then also passing the ball. They're making some small mistakes that are causing us to lose the points. You also look at defense. Our defense isn't really that strong anymore. You look at what Dan Norton yesterday did to us during that 29-12 game. You realize that our defense is really poor. But again, it's the inexperience. The boys need experience, because you look at the few players who are in the team who are experienced. They're trying their best. They are playing really well. The likes of Cyprian Kuto, Leonard Mugaisi have played well. But the other boys still need more time, and they don't need to get the exposure in the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series playing in the first team. They need maybe to be in the second team. They need time.
They need time.
Yeah.
And time we don't have.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. When you think about that, we're talking about this Rugby Sevens. Let me take you back to Dubai Sevens, what exactly transpired in Dubai Sevens. Actually, Dubai was not played yesterday. I think that's what I noted earlier. In Dubai also, we had a kind of a mixed result. Dubai was the previous week, so don't get it twisted there. So Kenya, we lost against Scotland, 35-14. We lost against France, 21-7. And we also lost against Fiji, 43-12. It tells you that we need to do a lot of pulling up. Remember the same time in the first stop, that is in Dubai, we also played against Spain and we also lost. So there is also other matches that were on the cards. Against Spain, we lost 26-19. So it tells you there is a lot that we need to do in making sure that we pick up and this team ticks. Remember, in Dubai, we did not win even a single match, so we were only able to secure 1 point. Out of the 16 teams that were on the cards, we got 1 point. Will we be able to get a single point? We will wait and see what will transpire this time around. At least we have a point because we participated, but we need to win, and maybe 3:15 kickoff time, we will be playing against Zimbabwe. Aside that, when we look at the odds, people will say Kenya will be poised to win it, but it's never that easy when you think about these games. A lot is happening, and we wish the boys all the best, and we wait and believe maybe in the second tie, in the next match, against Zimbabwe, the game that will be played 3:15, 13th place semi-finals. At least the boys should try as much as possible and see if we will be able to get a single point. Kenya Cup was also on the cards yesterday, and for the Kenya Cup, there were quite a number of matches on the cards. And one of the matches that was played is Mean Machine. They're going head-on against Impala. For Mean Machine against Impala, we know it was not that easy a time for Mean Machine, who tried as much as possible to cause some troubles for this Impala side. But the Impala Saracens, they were able to get the final laugh. And this is how that game transpired.
Somu releases his players. Makori once again plays it to Tyson Okoth. What an easy try that is for Impala Saracens. They now go level 12-12 with the conversion to come.
Finally, good play coming in from Impala. They were able to dominate that scrum. They literally obliterated Mean Machine at scrum time, and they have tied the game there. Tyson Okoth with the second of the afternoon.
And Makwimoi's conversion attempt is successful. Impala finally going ahead for the first time in this match. They lead Mean Machine by 2 points. Current scores 14-12. Still have all of 28 minutes to play in the second half.
Scrum, and once again, poor coordination between Bet and Duncan Ekasi allowing the man in jersey number 6, Davis Kanyi, to score Mean Machine second try, which was converted by Bruce Odhiambo.
To build up from Mean Machine. They're within meters of the try line. That is Bruce Odhiambo with the kick over the Impala defense. Is the ball claimed in the air? No, it isn't. Bounces off the Mean Machine player. Impala survived, but penalty advantage.
Yes, Impala there, they went up and got that 22-19 victory against the Mean Machine. This Mean Machine side, it is a side that has been in the league for quite a number of years now. But the university sides, they always have new players, and those new boys always try as much as possible to be as impressive as they can. That was not the only game that was on the cards yesterday. We had a number of matches that were played, and different results came in. We know for Mean Machine against Impala what really transpired. But for Mwamba RFC on their side, they were able to get a simple win against Total Nondis. Total Nondis actually went down for the first time, and the result was 13-12. It was a tight one for that matter. KCB, it seems some of the big names are back to that lineup, and for them, they got that 22-13 victory against Kenya Harlequins. You also had other matches that were played. In other matches, we had the likes of Nakuru played against Black Blood, and for Nakuru, they got a big 42-22 victory against Black Blood. For Oilers on their side, they got that 28-31 loss against the Homeboys. Homeboys, it seems they're trying to get their house in order, and maybe things will be able to go their way. Strathmore Leos, a side that is struggling this time out, they went against the side that wants to make a huge statement. Kabras not lost a single tie this campaign, up and running, 62-13. What's your general take? Kabras seems to be the team to beat this time out.
Yeah, they seem to be the team to beat. They haven't lost even a single match. You look at that margin that they beat Strathmore Leos with, you understand that they are really giving it their best to make sure that they claim or clinch the 2018-2019 Kenya Cup title. But again, you look at other matches and the standings, the difference, there isn't really much point difference between the first 5 teams. So the other teams, the likes of Nondis, still stand a chance. But some really strong teams are struggling, the likes of Mwamba. Mwamba RFC got their first win yesterday.
So it is a lot, and when you think about Mwamba getting that first win yesterday, it tells you that they are not on the best position on that log. Who tops the standings in the Kenyan Cup? For obvious reason, Kabras not lost even a single tie this campaign, so they're on the summit of that log, and for them, they are up there with 20 points. It is a side that seems to know what they're doing. 4 wins in for the 4 games that they have been playing, and so far for them, points are coming, 20 to be specific. Impala on the second position. For Impala, I know the season is a good season for them. Also, it's another side that has not lost even a single game this campaign, but the bonus point seems not to be coming that much for them, but they're getting some. They are on the second position with the 17 points. KCB on the third position, but this might change because for KCB, they've lost 1 game, but you never call KCB out in Kenya Cup anytime.
You can't. You mean they are the defending champions. You look at that points difference, it's just 2 points. They can make up for that next weekend, so you can't write them off. Also, Nondi still, it's 15 points. So there's a big competition between the first 4 teams. The difference isn't really that big. These are points that can be collected next week. So Kabras Sugar need to look out for that. But Kabras is having a good season. Impala too, they are having a good season. But yesterday, they survived a scare from Mean Machine. Mean Machine almost won yesterday's match, but Impala were lucky enough to win that match. If you are watching it, maybe you would say that Mean Machine deserved to win, but Impala were tactical and ended up winning that match. Nondis lost their first match yesterday, so you can't also write them off. And also, the other strong teams that you're writing off, the likes of Queens, Kenya Harlequins and Homeboys, some of them are struggling since
Kenya Harlequins are currently on the 5th position. So for them, not that a struggle. For Kakamega, sorry, I almost said Kakamega Homeboys, and I think I'm thinking about football. Yeah. For Menengai Cream Homeboys on the other side, for them, they're on the 6th position. Top Fry Nakuru on the 7th position. So it tells you it is a tight battle when you look at the points difference, because from 10 to 7, so not that big margin. Black Blood, we know they're on the 9th position, while you think about Menengai Cream Oilers and also Mean Machine and Strathmore Leos, for them, the struggle is real. Will the 2 university sides be relegated this time out? You never know. know, but they always have something in store. But the newcomers, Oilers, also seems to be starting the campaign with some impetus. They know what they want to achieve. So early to call, you never really know, because only 4 matches have been played, and there is plenty that will be coming on the cards. Just to ask a quick one, who's winning the Kenya Cup this time out?
It's a tight one. I was betting for Nondi's or Kabras Sugar, but things might be different anytime. I mean, you can't predict. You never know who could win the next game. If Kabras loses a game, KCB wins a game, you never know. KCB are at the top. Nondi's might be at the top. Homeboys, though, I expect Homeboys to do better than this in the next few rounds when their players come back, because a lot of their players are playing in the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series. They are missing their players. That's maybe the main reason why they are not performing. Mwamba FC, why is it not performing? Maybe because of their head coach, Kevin Wambua.
Different responsibilities in the national team.
He has a lot of responsibilities.
Also,
He's the
people
assistant.
will argue that the national head coach also had a lot of responsibilities, from KDF boxing to the duties that he does. But that is matters for discussion some other time. We will take a short commercial break, but when we come back, remember we're waiting for Mulama. I'm told he's almost getting to this point. He will be telling us about his football career, and also I will be engaging him about the prospects of Harambee Stars, a team that he played for a number of years back. But he says that he believes that things will go the Kenyan way if and only if we get to plan and manage the players in a proper way. We will have that and much more after this short commercial break.